Okay, I think I'm live. I have to not get distracted by the screen that's to my right that looks like to my left. Meteorologist. This is what I've always wanted, be a meteorologist. This is like being a meteorologist in a way. This big ass mic is in my face. All right, we're doing today, if you're here and you know what this is, I got to get rid of this on the right. This is going to fucking freak me out the whole time. I'm allowed to cuss? I think I'm allowed to cuss. I don't know. Someone once said I wasn't allowed to. That's so bright. Holy shit. Hold on, guys. I just gotta get this like a crazy glare. Okay. I guess as long as I'm not seeing myself. Okay, that's great. I'm gonna assume I can't see. Hold on. I can't see your questions if you write them in, but I'll check in. All right. I've been drinking mezcal. Have you guys had mezcal before? I'm late to the scene. My sister is super involved in the scene. This isn't mezcal. You're not allowed to drink on YouTube, I don't think. This is water. Oh, yeah. That's some good water. Mezcal is great. It's like an alcohol that's just for, it's like mystic alcohol. It's not like regular alcohol. I like it. I like my description of it too. It's pretty good. All right, we're going to do this Bridge of Destiny spread. So what we had come up today, for people who aren't familiar with the Bridge of Destiny, I think this is the way we want it to look. Is this right? Yeah. Sorry. There we go. Starts here, then here, then here. I'll hold them up one by one. So we start with the Bridge of Destiny. Basically is a 3-card destiny spread. It's your soul, with collective soul for this. Soul, present situation, your perspective on the present situation, and your future. And future, as I say in my readings and just in general, it doesn't imply distance or duration. So what that means is it doesn't mean it's going to happen in 5 years and last 10 seconds or happen in 10 seconds and last 5 years. It means, to expect the energy at some point in your future. And soul, right, especially for something like the collective, but you can think about it as you personally too, is an energy that you're moving through or the collective is moving through. It's not a fixed state. It's malleable. Like you've changed a lot since you've been alive. Your soul learns, you learn. So we don't want to get locked into that. And then present situation is really, like I said, it's your perspective on what's going on. So these cards are intended to help us give us perspective on what's going on. Also, it's the beginning of Sagittarius season today. It's November 22nd in tropical astrology, not sidereal. And what that means is we have moved into the sign of Sagittarius. The sun has, and this is an expansive, travel-based, inwardly and outwardly period for everyone. And to embrace that is literally to receive Jupiter's or Zeus's boons that will be given to you. So any aspect of your personality that you want to expand or express, this is the time to do it. Today is a great day, and I think I saw SJ Anderson on Twitter say this, my bud. I think there's a Venus Jupiter conjunct coming up or something, like some positive aspect or something on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. I think Sunday is going to be a pretty good day, the 24th. Stay tuned for that. So anyway, first card, we got a reversed. I use reversals. I'm not afraid of them. Some people are afraid of reversals. I'm not. Think of it like in astrology when you have like a red line or a square or an opposition, right? Some people are like, oh no, it's red. It's not blue. It's hard. Yeah, maybe it's just an invitation to get this guy to flip up. So the Knight of Cups, well, let's look at him upright right there. Oh yeah, good looking guy. Look at his Hermes shoes, his Hermes hat right there. Oh, I'm getting good. Right hand holding the cup, right? Oh, as I said, it was getting good. I fucked it up. Right hand holding the cup. That's his hand of logic and reason, holding the intuitive cup, ready to receive the water, the intuitive waters. His horse pauses as the stream to cross the stream. He's planning. He's letting his intuition guide him, but he's making sure that it's right. We see the red fish on his armor. That's creativity. It's passion. So it's this blending of passion and creativity and the swift decisions to make. So we have a reverse. So what this really means here, right, is we want to make sure we're balancing our emotions and we're making the right calls, but we also want to make sure that once our feelings point us in direction, we have the confidence to take action and actually use it and be in harmony with it. What did I write earlier today? Foresight. Yeah, it's like emotional foresight, not just like strategic, earth-based I mean, Capricorn, we got a whole fuckload of stuff coming in Capricorn, but it's foresight. It's basically the ability to emotionally intuit what we will see and want to experience. We can do that imaginally. We can do that in a lot of different ways, but the ability to do that and then trust and have faith in it. Okay. So the next card, everyone's favorite, the card of 2019, the Tower. We had it reverse. We'll talk about the difference here. There's some interesting stuff, but the Tower, right? Such a card, transformation, upheaval, can be chaos. I mean, it's classic, right? The Crown, the lightning bolt, right in time for Sagittarius season. But we have it reversed. Now, I noticed something the other day on this that really tripped me up. It's like she's falling, right? And we can see the intuition. That's what the woman represents there because she's got the blue. Her crown is still on. It doesn't make any sense, right? You see that? Why is her crown still on if she's falling? Doesn't make sense. But if you flip it upside down, oh man, it kind of makes more sense. She's jumping up to embrace the change. And this is what the Tower reversed is really asking us to do. We know the upheaval is here. We've been in the midst of it. But if we can embrace the change intuitively, right, the blue, it starts to make a lot more sense, doesn't it? Because again, like just my point here, why wouldn't her crown have fallen off if this was what was going on? And, you know, like why? It doesn't make sense. It's fastened to her head or something? No. His crown fell off. It's not there. So anyway, my point is if we jump up and embrace the change, transitions, it can actually be pretty good. And that's what the Tower freaks people out because it's such a drastic change from the way we're used to being, but it's actually pretty amazing. And we should absolutely embrace that in as many ways as possible, just because it's like, let me sit up straight here. Oh, that's better. You know, change is coming no matter what. You're going to fight it. So that is a collective thing that everyone is going through. And what's interesting about these collective readings is the more I do them, the more people are like, whoa, is that for me? And it's like, yeah, it is, because we're collectively going through stuff, but how we perceive it typically is as an individual, right? Because that's what we are. We're individuals. It's our sense of I am. So it's interesting that it typically lines up as a collective. You can take it as an individual reading. So a lot of these themes most likely resonate. Then we have the future card, right? And that's, just to be clear, this Tower card reverse. That's what's going on right now. So just trust your feelings related to this stuff. It's pretty important. King of Cups, finally. Get it right side up. King of Cups, I mean, look at it. It's such a badass card. It's my favorite, one of my favorite cards, right? He's in the middle of the ocean. I mean, just on his throne, coasting on the waters. We see a red ship behind him, and we see like a sea monster thing right there. And so those two maybe will collide. Red, again, signifying passion. He's got green shoes, so there's room for growth. It's not as though he's in some static fixed state as a king. And he balances this cup in the right hand and this staff kind of wand thing, scepter maybe, in the left hand. So this balance of the reception from the right, the logic of the intuitive, and the firm grasp of the scepter in the left is the intuition. So he is really like, this is the card of balance, especially when it comes to emotions. It's incredibly important here to embody this state right now. If you want to be coasting, if you want to be riding these waves, this is like surfing. This is cruising. This is relaxing. This is drinking some mezcal. You know, all the colors are there, right? So he's wearing the cloak, the blue. Underneath, that's the intuition, that's the feeling, that's the sensitivity. Then there is this red fastening this yellow cloak, yellow being creativity, intellect, and red being passion. We can see the crown, also all three colors represented, blue, yellow, gold, we could call it, and red. It's this merging of major elemental forces, and that makes you quite literally a king, regardless of gender. Not important here. So this is something we can expect. Again, this is all related to emotional content. Failing is the secret here with all of this stuff. So we want to be in control of our emotions. We want to be able to balance them. We want to have the emotional foresight, right, to be able to do what we want. So we want this to flip upside down. The Knight of Cups. Then we want the Tower. We're going to leave it just like that because we're going to embrace this change. Keep that crown on top. Then King of Cups. Then we'll get the Seeker. This is our advice card, right? And the Bridge of Destiny, that second position card, the tower reversed is our conscious mind. And then the bridge is this, the advice card in the conscious mind, which becomes our subconscious mind. So let's look at the seeker for a second. All right. So she's great. She's super great. We see the teeth. You see the teeth on there? Okay. So this is pretty important. So the seeker is looking. She's looking constantly. Almost picked my nose there. Nice. You like that? It was an itch. It was a scratch. I wasn't picking. The seeker has these teeth. The teeth are really important here. So for people who know their interpretations of Hebrew, ancient Hebrew, and I'm not pretending to be a scholar in any way, shape, or form, but the shin, if people are familiar with the shin as a letter, it's if you've ever been Jewish. If you're Jewish, you played dreidel games. If you've ever played dreidel is what I meant to say. The shin is like you got to give one of your like little gold. I wonder what people think Jews they play with gold money, but anyway, it's gelt, it's chocolate money, and you have to give it back if you get a shin. So it's this ability to negate something that you maybe have imagined in this world of mirror-like projections. This world is a mirror, right? It's a time-delayed mirror. It's like if you think of like an actual physical mirror, you see your reflection, it's immediate. You're like, okay, that's how a mirror works. This world is like that too, but it's up here is the projection, and then the delay is seeing it out here. So you can prove that to yourself in a variety of ways. We're not going to get totally into that, but one of the important aspects of the mirror is you can negate something, because it would suck, and this is one of the best functions of the time delay aspect of the mirror-like world, is you can negate shit. So let's say you thought some horrible thing, you did some bad thing, you imagine something not unpleasant for yourself. You can use the teeth. That's what the shin is. That's where it comes from. It's the shin ayin. And it's this ability to negate or change something you've imagined. And so the seeker teaches us this. Oh, my phone almost fell. The seeker teaches us this really well, because as you find and as you push your boundaries, you may want to change some shit. I don't know how else you could say that. So as we seek, we will find. So the bridge. Here's the bridge, right? Our conscious mind is going through this period of emotional, psychological, just upheaval in general, right? So we want this ability to feed from that state of mind, which we embrace. Embrace your desires and your fears here. And let's talk about a little bit about fear in a second. But the seeker, just remember, if you feed something to your subconscious and you want to change it, you can. Don't ever feel bound. If this feels deterministic, if any of this, cards, astrology, freaking anything, if it feels constrictive, if it feels restrictive, if it feels like you're being boxed in, if it feels deterministic, that ain't it. That's wrong. That's you either projecting or having the reader or someone interpreting these cards projecting their own sense of limitation onto you, which is not what anyone should be doing because it's not accurate. So it's important to say that. But anyway, we're trying to build this bridge here. So we serve these emotional content. Again, it can be a desire or fear. I recommend desire. Be aware of something that you want, something that you lack that you would like and would make you feel happy if you had. Embrace that emotionally. Feed it to your subconscious. You can do that by appropriating the state, by living from the state, by saying thank you for the thing, that even if you don't actually see it with your physical senses, perceive it, know that it's there. You can say, how did it happen? Right? Because that implies that it already has happened. Lots of things you can do to get it into your subconscious. Listen to my podcast. I talk about this stuff all the time. Synchronicity is the name of the show. Got to get that plug in. Want to pull some cards? That was the Bridge of Destiny. Let's pull some cards. Let me take some more of my water. Oh boy, that's good water. Okay. Ooh-wee. So mezcal, for when I drink it, this is water, so that's not it. Wow. I missed the boat on that one, but luckily, not too long. All right, so are there any questions I see here now? Anyone getting audio? Sounds good. Cool. Which way do you turn the cards when you draw them, though? Because depending on how you do it, could be reverse or not, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I shuffle in a few different ways. I do this recently. I used to never be able to do this, like throw them into each other and let them pop out, but like I kind of got it now. But anyone else getting audio trouble in their right ear as well? If you guys are having audio issues, let me know. It should be pretty legit. I'm looking at it coming in, and it should be. But it's possible it's not, and if not, I guess I could mix it down. Let me see. But anyway, if it's not coming through right, I don't know what to tell you. I'll fix it next time. Yeah. So I shuffle like this sometimes, but I also just shuffle like regularly, do this, shuffle them here. I pull them, man, and I just let them show up which way they're reversed. I don't judge it. I don't do it like, I don't like, oh, should I have done it the other way? I always do it this way. So let's just pull one right now, okay? Three of Wands reverse. So I just pull it like that. So let's look at the Three of Wands for a second. See this energy that's coming up. Three of Wands. So we got it reversed. We'll talk about it upright. Three of Wands, right? So there are 4 suits in the tarot: Wands, Pentacles, Cups, Swords. They all correspond to elementals, which we also see in astrology and basically everywhere else, wherever you look. And they sometimes are different. Like in Tibet, they use wood as one of the elementals. There's different gradations and variations, metals and things like that. But anyway, Wands are fire. It's fire energy. The Three of Wands, we see a man holding in his right hand. Oh my God, my phone almost fell again, but it didn't. We see in his right hand holding the wand fastened to the ground, or fixed into the ground rather. That's the hand of logic and reason. So he has 2 wands behind him. He gazes out beyond onto this landscape, envisioning what he would like to see in the world. There's also this red cloak signifying passion, and these yellow dotted black things. So this is this like all colors and creativity dotting him. He's got this patchwork cloak too. And the green also on his, that's green, right? Yeah, that's yellow on his head, creativity. It's hard to see, but the green is there representing the room for growth on this, right? So this, in its positive aspect, if it's upright, this is taking the time to envision what you want to see in planning. Here means a couple of things, right? It can mean take the time to plan, or it can mean like, hey, you've planned. You've planned out what you need to do. Now it's time to take action. So let's see what the next card says. We're just pulling them through. I'm going to do it like this again because we pulled the other way. So like it took me a while to get comfortable doing this. And by while, I mean tonight. Like this is when I actually finally was like, you know what? I can do cards like this. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Here we go. Here it is. Aha, baby. Yeah, it's time for action. That's what that Three of Wands is, right? Out of context in these snapshots, you can be malleable and people are like, oh, you're cold reading. You're saying you're being vague. So without this context card here, you could be like, okay, well, maybe you need to plan more, and that's why it's showing up like this. But this is clearly a card of action. This is Mercury. This is Hermes. He's coming through loud and clear. He's stationed direct. Still in Scorpio right now, but he's heading for Sagittarius. Lots of expansion. Infinity symbol, white underneath, right? Typically means purity. I like to call it authenticity. Just being yourself. That's what the white is. We see the left hand pointed down towards the ground. The intuition, that mystical intuition, is being grounded into the earth. The logic hand, he's got the wand holding it up to the skies, ready to receive the celestial wisdom. So that's some real balance there for you. And it's also in this world. Remember the 4 suits I just mentioned? Wands, swords, cups, and pentacles, right? Fire, air, water, earth, all there in front of him. This is a performance. There's this growth. This is a huge action card. For people who get Mercury and Hermes energy, this is a great time to communicate, philosophize, interpret, persuade, make music, really get into that stuff. Just communicating with your voice, very important. That's why I'm freaking YouTube. But yeah, really good to do here. Really good to do. So that's it. So let's pull some other cards. So we got the Three of Wands reverse, which again, that reversal is asking you to, like, you've planned enough. You know what you need. Let those desires speak to you. Just got to embrace it. That's all I can say. Yeah, I'm transitioning. I keep saying that, and every time I say it, it sounds like I'm like getting a sex change operation. Not physically. Just balancing those energies, transitioning. That's all. Anyway, it's fun. Let's pull another card. Let's let them come up. Should we do it so you can see? I just gave up on the iPhone as the video capture. Oh, Ross, my buddy Ross Krentzman. You're the best. You're the best. Funny we should meet here again. Only working on the left channel. Fuck. All right, should I try to fix this? I'll just wait for the next time. I'm sorry it's only coming in through the left channel. That sucks. It's annoying, but it is what it is. I'm going to fix it next time. I'm still learning it. This is level up energy for sure. I mean, we're in Sagittarius season. That's exactly what it is. It's expansion, it's growth, it's travel, inside and external. Embrace those aspects. If you run away from them, if you just don't. Let's talk about fears. Capricorn energy. We got Pluto. Should I pull it up on my phone so you can see what I'm talking about? We got Pluto. This is fun, right? Just me looking at stuff on my phone. All right, let me try to zoom in here. This is Capricorn. Oh, that's horrible. This is Capricorn, that squiggly next to Aquarius. Right. Meteorologist. There's Capricorn. So we can see we have right now, this is so awful. I'm sorry. I'll do better at this next time. Pluto, Saturn. What is that? Ceres. Oh, this is horrible. And Jupiter just moved in there too. So they're all in Capricorn. Capricorn in the tarot is the devil. It's the path of fear. And it's pretty important to get acclimated with the path of fear because a lot of planets are constellating there and they're going to chill there for a while, big time. What you do with fear is you move right towards it. I've spoken about this a lot. You get used to it. Not only does it evaporate as you move towards it, it actually dissipates, and then there are usually gifts right behind it. And Jupiter's in Capricorn right now. So Jupiter also rules Sagittarius. It's Sagittarius season. So like there's a lot of gifts connected with fear. I don't know. That's the best way to say it. King of Swords, baby. King of Swords. Clarity, decision. King of Swords. All right. Let's look at the colors here. Hold on. Put in this there. King of Swords. Okay. Red shoe. Passion is the connection to the ground. We see the blue, comfortably wearing this blue, this intuition. The orange, the red, right? The orange is the blending of yellow and red. That's creativity, intellect, and passion. Again, the right sword, right hand pointing the sword to the heavens. Crescent moons and butterflies on his throne. Golden crown. Butterflies are transformation. Moon is emotion, reflection. Yeah, man, this is just clarity. Straight up clarity. This is how you take the reins of what you're doing. It's super great to do this. I mean, if we just look at these three cards, and I'm not going to do much more of this tonight. I got stuff to do. We had this reversal, which is just like, listen, you know what you want. You've planned it. You've envisioned it. Now it's time to take the action, take center stage. Do it. You know you want to. So do it. And this can be in any aspect of life. Depends what's going on. Then just make those decisions. Master that intellect. Master that quick decisions. Don't hesitate. When you know it's right, do it. That's what you do. It's really that simple. For real. Okay. Anything else? You want to ask some questions? You can ask some questions. I'm sorry it's very low. I understand we're having some audio difficulties. I don't know why. Something with OBS maybe? I actually only hit the left channel. All right. I had a dream that my teeth fell out recently. Actually, my whole hard palate, my gums were sprayed blood. Make anything of that? I mean, teeth dreams are pretty common. Yeah, you're probably trying to get rid of some energy, negate something in your life. It sounds fine. The quality is good. Cool. Right channel is low. All right, whatever, guys. Get over it. Can you hear me? Can you hear what's coming through? Want to pull one more card? Let's pull an alchemical tarot. I think that sounds good. Haven't done this since I've been here. I'm at my sister's right now. Okay. Let's pull one of these. See what comes up. Let's just go straight up off the bat. Judgment. Wonderful. You are judged worthy, my friends. That is why we rejoice. When stripped down to nothing, you are always judged worthy. There's always mercy, no matter who you are. Realize that. Let it go. Don't freak out. Don't judge other people negatively. That binds you to them. But at the end of the day, all is well. Truthfully, all is well. You have to actually know that and recognize it and feel it for it to show up, but it's true. So just remember that. That's the card we'll leave with. Judgment. Archangel. Look at that eye in that cloud. So nice. Harvest. Look at that. What is that? Like basically LSD. That's where ergot comes from. Anyway, all is well. Let's end it here. Quick one tonight. Yes, let's do it. We'll answer some, I'll do a Q&A. Maybe not this weekend, but when I'm in LA, I'll do a couple of these live streams. And we'll try to make this more interactive. I'll do these collective readings, try to do them a couple times a month. But just tell me what you want. Fill out the survey on syncpodcast.com. Tell me what you want. I'll do it. It's that simple. This is for you guys. I'm going to end the stream now. Thanks for watching. Would you do a quick run through of the elements and their king and queen energy representations? I will do that, but not now. I got mezcal to drink, guys. I got to go into the ether and play guitar. What do you think I'm doing? All right. It's fine. We'll get through it. Xavier. Oh, my gosh. I'll improve the audio quality next time, all right? Jeez Louise. All right. Bye-bye.